Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. All right, Browns fans, buckle up, because the latest update on our franchise's quarterback situation is nothing short of concerning, but also filled with hope and resilience. Deshaun Watson, the man we all believed could lead us back to greatness, has hit a rough patch again, and it's drawing a lot of attention across the league. Recently, Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski delivered some tough news during a press conference that's got everyone talking. And for good reason. It's not just about the injury itself. It's about what this could mean for the Browns' season, their playoff aspirations, and the long-term vision for our team. Let's back up a little and set the stage for those who might not be fully caught up. Deshaun Watson, acquired from the Houston Texans last year, was supposed to be the spark that ignited a new era for Cleveland Browns football. After signing him to a 5-year, $230 million fully guaranteed contract, expectations soared. Browns fans, we are used to ups and downs, but Watson was seen as the guy who could elevate us into serious Super Bowl contention. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler, a proven leader, and someone with the talent to carry our offense on his shoulders. But as many of us have seen, injuries and setbacks have become part of Watson's story since his arrival in Cleveland. Now, the latest update comes from Kevin Stefanski, who made it clear that Watson is still on the reserve, physically unable to perform list after re-tearing his Achilles tendon back in January. That's right, folks, he's still battling that injury, and it's been a long road back. Watson himself has been very vocal on social media about his work and dedication, sharing images of his workouts at the Browns' facilities, showing he's putting in the effort to come back. But despite that, there's a cloud of uncertainty hanging over his return. Stefanski told the media that Watson isn't yet ready to return, and the team isn't opening his 21-day practice window just yet. This is a huge deal. As everyone who closely follows the Browns knows, the team has to be extremely cautious with Watson's return. The Browns have until the end of that 3-week window to activate him to the 53-man roster. If they don't, Watson will revert to the reserve PUP list for the rest of the season. That could mean missing the entire season if the team doesn't act at the right moment. Right now, the plan seems to be holding off until at least week 12 when Cleveland faces the Raiders. That's a critical juncture because if Watson is not activated by then, our chances of having him for the playoff push could diminish significantly. But it's not just about the injury timeline. It's also about the mental and emotional toll this process takes. Watson has posted on Instagram, sharing images and messages that emphasize patience, faith, and perseverance. One message that resonated with a lot of us said, "Nothing is happening until everything changes," which perfectly captures the current mood. Another post included Romans 8:28, reminding us that God's plan for you is always the best, even if the process is painful. Watson's words and pictures show he's not giving up, and that's what Browns fans need to cling to: hope, resilience, and faith in our guy. Now, let's remember that Watson's journey hasn't been smooth from the start. His trade from Houston to Cleveland was a blockbuster move that made us all excited, but it came with its fair share of controversy and tough questions. Still, the Browns believed in him, signing him to a deal that set the tone for our future. We've seen flashes of brilliance from Watson when healthy, but injuries have hampered his ability to be the consistent, game-changing quarterback we all envisioned. His record in Cleveland so far stands at 9-10 in 19 games, not the numbers that truly reflect his talent, but enough to keep us hopeful that he can still turn things around. Meanwhile, the Browns, front office and coaching staff are playing it smart and cautious. Kevin Stefanski's comments suggest they are prioritizing Watson's health above all else. That's a sign of a team that understands the importance of long-term success over short-term fixes. It's also worth noting that the team's decision-making process is collective. Cleveland's front office, including GM Andrew Berry and the coaching staff, recognized that rushing Watson back too soon could jeopardize the entire season, and maybe more. In the wider NFL picture, Watson's situation is creating ripples. Other teams are watching closely, knowing how critical the quarterback position is, especially in a division as competitive as the AFC North. The Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, and Pittsburgh Steelers are all gunning for playoff spots, and any uncertainty at QB can shift the balance of power. For Cleveland, this is an opportunity to stay patient, work behind the scenes, and get Watson back at full strength, ready to lead us deep into January. There's also a philosophical aspect to this situation. Watson's posts about walking a lot of miles and trusting the process are more than just motivational quotes. They reflect the mental toughness that's required in a league where injuries and setbacks are part of the game. Browns fans, we know all about resilience. We've been through the ups and downs, the heartbreaks, and the moments of hope. Watching Watson fight through this injury and seeing him remain committed to coming back reminds us that champions are forged in adversity. And let's not forget the impact this has on the team's chemistry and morale. The Browns have shown a lot of grit this season, battling through injuries and inconsistent play. Players like Nick Chubb, Myles Garrett, and others have stepped up, but the quarterback position remains the key to unlocking our full potential. When Watson returns, if he returns at full strength, he could be the missing piece to make our offense explosive again. It's about timing, patience, and believing in the process. Looking ahead, Browns fans, the next few weeks are going to be crucial. Will Watson be activated in time? Will his Achilles hold up under the pressure of NFL gameplay? These questions won't have immediate answers, but what we do know is that the team is doing everything it can to get him back on the field. In the meantime, our defense continues to be stout, and the rest of the offense is fighting for every yard. The AFC North is tight, and every game counts. If Watson can come back strong, it could be the spark that takes us from a decent team to a legit playoff contender, and who knows, maybe even a Super Bowl favorite. In the broader context, Cleveland fans, it's vital to stay optimistic. Every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger. Watson's journey back from this injury is a testament to his resilience, and it's a story that resonates deeply with all of us who believe in never giving up. The Browns have always been a team that fights hard, and with Watson's potential return on the horizon, we're all dreaming of the day when our offense is firing on all cylinders again. It's about patience, perseverance, and faith in the process. The season isn't over yet, and with each passing day, we inch closer to seeing the man who can lead us to glory. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in this together, and our passion for this team is what keeps us going day after day. Let's keep the faith, support our guys, and believe that brighter days are ahead. Go Browns!